if we're going to put people through 90 days of abstinence and we know, hey, here's why we recommend doing all this stuff. Does it actually work?
Can you define work?
Oh, good one.
Oh, does it bring a significant benefit to the addict and or the relationship?
And or the partner?
And or the partner?
I'm voting yes. I know my vote. Because again, when done with preparation, education, apparently I'm all the shuns, facilitation, between the coupleship and everyone's has the same understanding and expectations, and they're talking about it throughout the process, it does come to some tokens of trust in the trust bank, some increased sense of I can share with you and I know it'll be okay-ish. And that sometimes wasn't there previous. So I vote yes, it's helpful.
I was just going to say content versus process. So sometimes it's not successful. It didn't work because they didn't keep the contract or something. So I guess I would say, yes, it does work. It does work. If work is, we can learn more, we can grow more, it gives more insight. It helps us move forward, either in the therapy process or as a couple. Like for example, I'm not advocating this for anyone listening, but more than once, everyone's agreed to the contract that we've put in place. And then lo and behold, the next time I meet with a couple, they've had sex in that time. Okay, is that a failure? And they may feel bad. And sometimes they'll do, and I call it they do this Bonnie and Clyde thing. They leave my office and kind of rally together against me as a therapist. And they're like, that's a stupid recommendation and blah, blah, blah. Maybe I can do a better job of, educating on the process and all that. But I still think, okay, that gives me, so what happened? I can walk through that with a couple. And was there some anxiety involved? And what's the relationship sex serves for them and right now or historically? And, what would it look like? So, and I guess it just brings up more rich ability to process. It gets me to know them a little bit more, if they weren't able to keep the time as a couple. Okay. So then I can ask more questions about what happened and why, and what would it look like moving forward? So I think it works. Even if it doesn't work.
I think it works also. I'll throw my voice in here. I think it works also. But I see it working from an intimacy perspective, like we were talking about earlier. We often talk about sex addiction as being an intimacy disorder. And sex addicts typically crave intimacy, but it also terrifies them. And often their addiction has been a way to find a false sense of intimacy that feels safe. And when we pull sexual behavior off the table, it gives the addict the opportunity to start to experience intimacy and connection and relationship and all the richness that comes from that, separate from sexual behavior. And it opens up that door for the addict and in their relationship and for the partner to experience and participate in a relationship connection and intimacy in a way that isn't possible if you don't take that behavior off the table completely for a period of time.